Injuries and transfers is all we are here to discuss concerning Manchester United, as a player who were linked with in the last summer, a midfielder, is still back in talks. Well, what exactly is bound to happen? Meanwhile, Cunha is a big possibility of returning for the weekend game. Guys, we've got to pick ourselves up and focus on what's coming. Move ahead, look ahead, and move on, because indeed, the best is ahead of us. The best for you in terms of football is to watch it on DSTV this festive season. Pay your car week if you're in Uganda, 39,000 Uganda shillings, and enjoy football in quality, without any stops, without any interruptions, with your family. Before they watch a game, they will enjoy a bit of Christmas programming, all for you and DSTV this festive season. But also, Stanbic Bank do remind you to protect your goal. Don't you be scammed. Don't let anyone take your PIN number. Don't give it away to not even your son, daughter, or friend. It is your personal treasure. Keep it safe to yourself, and of course, you will guarantee safety of your money and everything you care about. Like, share, and subscribe, and let's get proper into this transfer and injury talk. Now, speaking of injuries first, Cunha, who got what has turned out to be a head injury that saw him miss that humiliation against 10-man Everton, is expected to return. There is a big chance that he will be returning for the Crystal Palace game on Sunday. You see how Man United is different when Cunha is there. You saw how big a player he is when he wasn't there. I say you do not know what you have until you lose it. We first had to lose Cunha to see how important he is and why United really prioritized him in the summer as a key signing. So it's expected that his injury, it wasn't so bad, so he could be back for that one. Benjamin Sesko is still out, but there is talk of Joshua Zirkzee now, and how AS Roma have properly put their plan in place, and the player seems to have a clue about it, and he seems to have given the green light for a possible departure. If Man United let him, Joshua Zirkzee could be ready to return to Italy, this time with AS Roma, and those reports are beginning to be serious. Now, the more serious reports with Man United this January are about a possible midfielder to be signed. I've said it in the past video I posted that I think Manchester United of all clubs has got to go all out this January. United have got to behave in January like it's the summer. That's why they had spent 4 months looking for a new head of scouts for the senior team, and they've got their guy before the January transfer window. It is said already that United had started talks with Wolves and Joao Gomez, about 50 million euros or thereabout. There is that. Now there is Ederson, who apparently his agent has come out and openly said he's sort of calling out United, saying my player can be available for almost half price in the summer, rather in January. Because Atalanta before were holding out for about 60 million euros. The agent says for 35 million euros it can be got, according to what we get, if United is interested. So there's all these talks of midfielders who are beginning to re-emerge. We know that the priorities are Carlos Baleba, there is Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton, but when they will move for them, we wouldn't know. But for me, I think it's a no-brainer that if there's one club that needs to go all out this January, it's Man United, if they're going to salvage their season, because this squad does not have the RAM to take them through this season alone to the end, without them going back and dismantling into the disaster, the nightmare of last season that you don't want to be back at. Amorim will not want to. He will resign if he slid back to that. I'll tell you this, people would resign at Man United. No one wants to go back into that feeling. So I think to salvage that, to help themselves, I think they've got to treat the January transfer window as a busy one, a serious one, improve the midfield, improve the attack and the left wing, where we think maybe Alessandro Martinez or Luke Shaw could be the guy now to come in and solve it, because Dogu really, with these funny crosses, whenever he beats this man up top, he just don't know how to play the right cross. He hits the ball into a body, like balls go through bodies. So there's quite a lot for Man United to expedite, and for me, I think it can't wait until the summer. Waiting until the summer would mean you've given up on this season, because this squad, whereas it's not so bad, you can see it's few areas that have got to be improved with quality players. I think if they don't improve those areas, United will not really compete with a lot of teams. Many teams will have an advantage over them, and you don't want Man United to finish this season still in the bottom half, again just surviving relegation. That would not mean progress. Ineos wouldn't look good with that. I think there is a lot that would speak about the process, because a 2-year process that hasn't yielded any significant progress in terms of position cannot be trusted, however subtle your changes and improvements are, especially in this day and age with Man United. The scrutiny will certainly get there. Already it has really begun. 5 games unbeaten, lost 1, and we saw it coming. 2 declining performances against Forest and Spurs, and a loss, and people are already going back to square one about how Amorim is clueless and all. So I think the process now, I think people feel they have moved through the pain, the ordeal of being the laughing stock of football, and they should feel now that Man United should be performing, that Man United should be up there, should be well, represented by these players. So I think it's going to be quite a critical time in Jan for United, and it's good that these new guys that are being brought in certainly know the urgency, because the timelines are not fair. Sir Jim Ratcliffe doesn't have a lot of time to wait, for things to work, for taking ages and generations. I think he just wants things to happen, and the performances have got to be as quick as they can be. Now, the next game against Crystal Palace is going to be a huge test for all the players who will be there. You're hoping that probably when Cunha returns, and we're hoping he does, that Mount and Mbeumo will be the guys starting as the front three, and perhaps even Kobe. And I've said it before, whereas Kobe is a bit different. I feel maybe he can give you something different as one of the 210s when you're going to be switching with false nines and all, because Kobe has played there before. So I think Amorim has got a big test now to try and see which players are closest to the top players he has got at his disposal, and ensure that they can come in there and play against a team that has some of the players. They have some of the best players in their positions. I'm talking Mark Guehi in defense, and Adam Wharton in the midfield. It's going to be a big test. Many teams that have got players linked with United those players have not really passed the test when you faced them. I'm thinking Adam Wharton could be a different story altogether. But we'll wait and see how that will go. That game will be on Sunday. United has a whole week to prepare for these games, but somehow the players will not have the intensity that Amorim feels is the right one to come out and fight and win a game of football. Unacceptable stuff, guys. Pull up the standards. Let's wait and see how it goes. Like, share, and subscribe. Come learn how to earn online. And of course, DSTV tell you to pay weekly with DSTV. Your Car Wiki package will get you this festive season beautiful fun for you and your family on DSTV. Cleanly, legally. Don't you expose your phone or gadget to illegal sites. That is where scammers get an opportunity to hack into your bank account, your account, Facebook, your Twitter, your whatever internet platforms. You're clicking on links you don't get, and they end up in your bank accounts because you keep some of your apps open on your phone. It's not good. People will steal your identity because you expose yourself to each and every dirty site. Keep it clean on your phone so that you stay safe. The Stanbic Bank keep reminding you of that. My name is Webb. Peace, love, and harmony.